Hi, welcome back to Becoming Badass.
You guys are going to love this topic. I'm going to teach you is how do you go from burnout to bliss? How do you go from struggle and effort to effortless in your relationship? From being in this superwoman, got to get it done energy to your goddess energy to become like the most irresistible, sensual, attractive you.
This podcast is going to help you learn how to stop playing small, find who you really are, and become the truest, freest, most badass version of yourself. So you can get the real love and life that you truly deserve and desire.
Get it done. Always got to be on top of everything. You got to be the strong one. This was so me. I did this for so many years. And I just ended up burnt out, exhausted, tired, and done. Like I was doing everything. I was doing the cooking, the cleaning, all the emotional work, the mental work, the physical labor, like everything in my relationship, in my family. I got to a point where literally I was burnt out. Here's one really big truth that I need you to understand. And I want you to think of how this one truth is going to impact like the rest of your life and how you see your relationship with your guy and how you show up. Men only value what they have to work hard for. Okay? So what this means is if you're the one doing everything, like I was, doing all the emotional labor, the physical labor, you're taking care of all the kids, you're doing the cleaning, you're doing the cooking, you're the one putting in the effort, you're doing most of the calls, most of the text. You're in the masculine role. Okay? And it may work. It's definitely going to work in your life for your job, for your profession to help you become successful. But it's not going to help you in your relationship. It's going to do the opposite in love. The more effort you put in, the more turned off and less attracted your guy's going to be. And if he likes this, if he enjoys this, you doing all the work, then he's most likely wounded and in his feminine, which means it's never going to be your turn. Okay? It's never going to be your turn to shine, to get his energy, to get him to take care of you, to please you, to put you first. It's always going to be him. Okay? And I know because I did this, I'm like, okay, well, how can I help him step up? Let's inspire him. And I spent like a decade being the one taking care of everything. And then, like, okay, how do I switch this? How do I stop trying to do everything and be Superwoman and inspire him to step up? And it was really interesting learning to back up emotionally, energetically, physically, and just see what happens. And it's really, really interesting. Some men can and some men can't. So men only value what they have to work hard for. So this means we need to show up as difficult, not compliant. So this means we speak up for what we want, even though he may not like it. He may grumble, but you stand firm. Okay? It means pleasing yourself first. So if you really want to eat pizza on a Friday night, then say you want pizza. Don't say, God, let's go for barbecue again, even though that he always wants to eat barbecue. Okay? If you want to leave, you go to a family function and you want to leave early, let him know, hon, I want to leave early. I have a headache. I'm just not feeling it, right? Even though he may not like it, hey, he can always decide to come back. Say what's important to you, even though he may not like it. Instead of showing up, well, I'm always adjusting myself to make him happy, to please him, to make him comfortable, right? We're putting ourselves first. We are being difficult, okay? Because this means he's having to work harder for you and your relationship, okay? It means putting your wants and needs first, okay? A good man loves to please you and make you happy. Gemini says, hi, Gemini. Some men like submissive women, not me. The challenge makes it interesting. Yeah, see, I'm not submissive, but it's important to understand the difference between feminine and submissive. A feminine woman, okay, she's soft and inviting, right? And strong on the inside, meaning she knows her boundaries, she knows what she wants, she knows what she's not going to tolerate, and she doesn't put up with shit, okay? But she knows how to talk to a man so that he feels like a man, right? Instead of like what we're taught really to do is just complain and vent all the time. And a guy's going to feel like he can't do anything right, right? And we think we're sharing our emotions, but what this is what we're really doing is venting, and he's going to feel bad and he's going to feel like, God, I don't know what to do to make her happy. So there's a big difference between submissive and feminine. Submissive is just, I'm just going to please you all the time. No, right? He's not going to work hard for you if you're always saying yes to him. So, yeah, let's not do that. Okay, number 2, be high maintenance, meaning you require his time and energy to be coming to you consistently. And you see him putting an effort into please you, to protect you, to make you happy. And you won't tolerate inconsistent or unavailable men, period. You lean back and you let him lead, which will make him feel like a man. So the wounded man, okay, he's not going to be able to lead. You're going to lean back and you're going to be like, okay, I want to inspire him, and nothing's going to happen. You're going to be like, damn it. He may not know how. He enjoys receiving all your energy, time, effort, and he's basically playing the feminine role in the relationship, and you're in the masculine role. For a woman, it doesn't feel good. It feels exhausted, draining, and tiring. And that may work at your job. That's the exact way we can get successful and to get things done, to make the dough, honey, right? But it doesn't work for love, okay? So we're leaning back and letting him lead. And this will make him feel like a man. The next one is you honor and put yourself first. A high value woman knows her values, what's important to her. She's able to speak up, say no, and say what she expects, what she needs, and her wants. Even if it means losing him, she matters more to herself than him. Okay? That's so, so very important. How many of us lose ourselves in relationships because we compromise again and again and again over shit we shouldn't compromise over? We should just say, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to do that. Even if it means you're going to walk away, okay, because I'm not willing to give up me. The next one, she does not compromise herself for a man. She will not change who she is or give up her boundaries to please him, make him more comfortable or happy. She doesn't do that. And check out the podcast I just did about going from pick me girl to the prize in love. I think you're going to learn and get so much value from that. It's going to teach you how to start detaching. Detachment is so very, very important because until you can start to detach, life is struggle. But really, if you can detach, you can master detachment, you go from struggle to flow. And that's when life just gets so much easier. You get to learn from my hard-won experience. Is that a thing? Hard-won? Hard-learned? You get to learn from my mistakes. My final point is being selfish. It's so, so important. The Superwoman I gotta be everything to everyone. I'm the strong one. I'm the one who's there for everyone. I'm always having to be on, right? And this can look like you're always saying yes to your family members. You're always helping everyone out. And you're the rock for everyone, okay? But you're never the person who gets to lean on others because you're basically Superwoman, okay? Because all the hard work and effort you're doing that he isn't doing, you're picking up the slack, right? That's the whole Superwoman. But what happens is because you're giving too much, you are overgiving, okay? It's actually called overfunctioning. So that means that we're giving at the expense of ourselves, okay? See, this mug is empty. You're empty and you're still giving. You're still giving when it's empty. And you got to say, I would love to help you, but I'm on empty right now, so I can't. I can't. But you can empathize. You can empathize without giving. That's just giving your care, right? You don't have to do the thing that they want you to do. But what happens is we're giving when we have nothing or very little, and we start to get angry. And the resentment starts to build when we start to please ourselves, put ourselves first, and honor ourselves and our needs and what we want by speaking up. It'll prevent that resentment, okay? Because we are participating in this pattern of not speaking up. And I know it's hard. I was there, okay? I was there. And it is challenging to speak up and say, well, I'm sorry, I can't. I have other plans. It doesn't feel good to disappoint people, but I look at it like this. If I am always trying to make other people happy, then I'm the one disappointed. So I don't want to disappoint me. So I choose me above everyone else. That's what matters, me. I've got to the point where I'm always going to pick me, except where my kids are concerned. And that's really me doing a self-check and saying, what do I have? Where am I at? You really can't do that when they're babies, right? You're just giving all the time, constantly. It's so exhausting. Being selfish is so, so important. And when you're a giving, kind, loving person, always there for others, You really can't be selfish in the way we think of selfish. Selfish is literally like, you're constantly putting yourself first, you're stepping on other people, you don't care how they feel. No, you could never actually do that. But we use the term selfish to start putting yourself first, to have your focus on you instead of everyone else. And it's important that we learn to be selfish because a man's only going to value you as much as you value you, right? And when you're selfish, you're going to require certain things from him that a selfless person wouldn't. Okay. And when you're selfish, you are willing to speak up for your needs. You're willing to say no. You're willing to say, I like this. I don't like this. I want this. I don't want that. No, I'm not going to tolerate that. End of story. Because you're putting your wants and needs first.
You can't become the badass you've always wanted to be, punch fear in the face, and live life on your own terms. Till next time.